Hi, I'm Linda Campbell from Your Authentic Self Hypnotherapy. If you found your way to my site, it's probably because you've been Googling for a solution to your problems, and I'm pretty sure this isn't the first place that you've come to. I've been a hypnotherapist since 1999, and I've helped literally thousands of clients with varied goals such as sports improvement, memory retention, study skills, quitting smoking, losing weight, and managing pain more easily. And one thing that a lot of these clients have in common is that hypnosis was not their first choice. Now, a lot of people don't know much about hypnosis, or what they do know is kind of skewed by all of the misconceptions and how hypnosis is presented in the media. And so often people have tried a lot of other therapies by the time they get to me. Maybe you've done years of counseling, maybe you've tried other alternative health, maybe you've tried medications, surgeries to help you out. Well, I want to invite you to have a look around my site and really get a good sense of how I operate and what hypnotherapy is all about. Now, the reason why a lot of people really struggle with their goals and can do years and years and years of therapy only to get very limited results is most of the other therapies are working only with your conscious mind. Now, your conscious mind represents about 5 to 10% of your potential mind power, which means you've got 5 or 10% of you committed to and working on your goal. If the other 90 or 95% has a different belief or agenda or idea, you're going to stay stuck, or your results are only going to last so long. Let me give you a couple of examples. I had a client who came to see me for portion control. She had always had a pattern over the course of her life that she'd get close to her ideal weight and then something would happen and she'd put a bunch of weight back on. So I'll just eat whatever I want when I go to the wedding. But 5 years later and 50 pounds heavier, she's still eating whatever she wants. So I start doing some sessions around portion control. And after a couple sessions, she's actually eating even more. Now, this doesn't mean the hypnosis wasn't working. It just means there's something else going on that's keeping her from being able to take in and follow those suggestions. And that's one of the things that hypnosis is great about, discovering what are those underlying causes for our potential problem or for our problems. So I was able to trace her back to where this problem originated. She was 7 years old. Her grandmother had been sick and was in hospice. And in hospice, grandma was getting skinnier and skinnier and skinnier and eventually died. My client, being a little kid, not really understanding what was going on, just linked seeing grandma being skinny with her death. So she had a belief in her subconscious mind that weight loss and death were somehow associated. So I've got her in hypnosis and I'm telling her to eat less. And of course, her subconscious is hearing, I'm going to kill you, right? You're not going to follow a suggestion that you don't think is beneficial to you. So a lot of times when people come to see me, they know what the problem is. They know they should be eating better. They know they shouldn't be smoking. They know. They could psychoanalyze themselves with the best of them. However, that doesn't necessarily mean your subconscious knows. In the case of the client I just shared, logically can know what it is she should be eating or what she should be doing. But if the subconscious thinks that that would harm her in some way, it's going to keep her from doing that. So with hypnosis, we get to access that other 90 to 95% of the mind and find out what's really going on. I could take a person with OCD who knows that they don't have to wash their hands until their hands are raw in order to be clean. And I can, tell them that outside of hypnosis, but it doesn't make any difference. They already know it. It needs to be known on a deeper level of their mind. So I think of hypnosis as having two parts. There's uncovering, and some people already know where their problems stem from, and so they're a step ahead of the average person. We don't necessarily have to do this step. But in the case of my woman earlier who was just putting on weight, we really had to understand why that was occurring in order for her to get results. The first step, therefore, is uncovering, and then the second step is addressing. We got to get the subconscious mind on board. A person can know that eating less is not going to be harmful to them, but if their subconscious doesn't know that, we need to get these two parts of the mind working together and understanding the same thing. So a lot of what I'm doing is taking what you already know and understand consciously and depositing it into that deeper level of your mind. And so hypnosis is non-invasive. It's a great way to accomplish your goals relatively quickly when compared with other therapies. And I want to address some of the misconceptions about hypnosis and talk a little bit about what hypnosis is not. Hypnosis does not include being unconscious, being asleep, or being unaware, or being under somebody else's control. A lot of what you see in stage hypnosis is people going up willing to entertain. They're being picked because they have a personality type that allows them to be uninhibited and to share all their secrets. It's not the hypnosis making them do that. When you're in my chair, you are well aware of what's going on. You can hear everything that I'm saying to you. I give you a way to be able to cancel any suggestions in case I should give you one that's not a good fit for you. If you're asleep, I am waking you up because we're not doing anything useful. Hypnosis does not involve going back and uncovering or reliving all of your worst events. Sometimes people are afraid of hypnosis because they think I'm going to put them in hypnosis and then take them back to all their most traumatic experiences and re-traumatize them. My way of thinking is, if you've been traumatized once, why the heck would I traumatize you again? And yes, there are some therapists who think you have to go back through the trauma over and over and over and relive it in order to release the charge of that experience. I don't agree with that. To me, it's about understanding how that experience has affected you so that we can work through whatever it is your subconscious has come to believe as a result of that experience. Get it believing something different. And hypnosis is not about sharing all your secrets. Sometimes people, I think I'm going to put them in the chair, knock them out somehow, and then they're just going to share all their personal stuff. Some people don't even talk in hypnosis. We actually go in and out of hypnotic states all day long. If you've ever driven your vehicle and you arrive at your destination and you don't remember passing things along the way, guess what? You were in a hypnotic state. All hypnosis is lowering your brain waves a little bit so that we can access your subconscious more readily. And so if you're driving like that and somebody's sitting next to you and says, tell me the PIN number of your bank card, you wouldn't be like 5, 4, right? You hear what they're saying to you and you'd be like, what do you need my PIN number for? You're not about to give it to them. And so you're aware of what you're saying and doing. You don't necessarily talk in hypnosis. I'm kind of a chameleon. I work for the client however the client needs me to work for them. In other words, some people like to just lay there and rest and receive and see where I'm going to go with the session. And so you don't have to talk. It doesn't have to be interactive. Other people really like to talk in hypnosis. They like to share what's going on for them. Maybe they have insights or sensations in their body coming up and they want to understand what those things are about. So I really, maneuver whichever way you need me to so that I'm working specifically for you. So I hope that this has given you a little bit of an idea of what you can expect from hypnosis and what makes hypnosis so effective. Now, if you still want to check it out and see what it's all about, I do have a recording that you can sign up for. It's brief and of course it's general. When I work with you in person, I'm really personalizing what I'm doing for you. That's another thing I really pride myself on, is not doing a cookie cutter approach. Every person has their own history, their own belief system, their own experiences, their own language, their own agenda, their own desires and wishes for what they want to achieve. And so you're not going to see me pulling out a script that I've done for somebody else and just inserting your name. I'm going to really talk to you about your goal and your own history and all the contributing factors that influence what it is you're doing and help you to work through those things. And so this, recorded session is of course general because I don't know who you are right now, so I can't personalize it to you. But it'll give you a little sense of what hypnosis is all about. The session is all about helping you to get clarity around a goal that you're struggling with and help remove any block that may be in the way. Some people get their clarity while doing the session, but more often than not, it's after the session is over, when you're not really thinking about it anymore, that you get that aha moment and something just pops up into your mind. So please do sign up and check it out. I hope you enjoy it. And there's a lot of other things on this website that you might like to have a peruse through. If you go into my blog, you'll find several Blog Talk radio shows that I've done on all kinds of different topics so that you can hear my approach and my take on different things. And there's some hypnosis sessions that are longer in length that you can follow along with there as well. You can also check out the information pages on what hypnosis can be used for. If you have a particular goal that you're challenged by, you can have a look at what it is I typically do to address it. I have a booking calendar where you can sign up for your free session. I always do a consultation free. So please take me up on some of these offers, and I really hope to see you in my office. Take care. Bye-bye.